Hey guys, Mellow Modesty on YouTube. Take 3 of my weekly poll, sort of. I'm sort of broke right now, so I only had enough money to get one of I had 2 issues in my box. I could only get one of them, and luckily I did get to read both of them. If you're wondering, I cut my thumb, so yeah. So I will be reviewing both of them, but I only have one for visual representation. The other one, I took an earlier issue of it. So, Rocketeer issue 2 came out this month, or this week, and not issue 2, Rocketeer, The Cargo of Doom issue 2, written by Mark Waid, and it is definitely, you can definitely tell in issue 2, even more so than issue 1, that it is a Mark Waid book. It is very Silver Age-y. What happens is Cliff he still does not have his flying license, and he gets kidnapped, and there's a really cool fight scene before he gets kidnapped, where they steal his jetpack, and when he goes back to get it, he gets the shit kicked out of him, and the villains take him to their evil lair to reveal their master plan, which is already a very Silver Age-y concept, the whole evil guy revealing their master plan. And the last 4 pages of this issue were incredibly Silver Age-y and corny and cheesy, which I don't have a huge problem with, but it's still just sort of funny. How it ends is once they take Cliff to the evil place and they reveal their plan, I literally laughed out loud in the store that I was in when I read this. Their evil plan was, the bad guy says, well, first off, they have his jetpacks, so they're gonna make more jetpacks, and the bad guy tells Cliff, he says that, imagine dinosaurs walking around Manhattan creating chaos. Now imagine them with jetpacks. And I thought that was hilarious, that he is going to put jetpacks on dinosaurs and let them loose in New York. I literally laughed out loud. I thought that was like the funniest thing I've read in comics for a long time. I know a lot of people are huge fans of the Silver Age, so they might like this issue more than the one I'm about to bring up next, but I like serious comics more than I like corny, cheesy throwback comics. So this was the lesser of the week, but I would still recommend picking up issue 2 of The Rocketeer. It's great stuff. But now, to the comic that I liked more, which is The Creep, issue 1. You guys have probably seen my issue 0 review, and this here is issue 1. Written by John Arcudi and drawn by John Case. And one thing I really like with this series are the covers. The first series cover was drawn by Frank Miller, and this one is by Mike Mignola, who I was having a conversation with my local comic shop employee. We were debating whether it is Mike Mignola or Mike Mignola, and I was right. So, yeah. But anyways, a really cool issue. The thing I love about this series is that it's a detective private eye story, and they could have written this like they did Sin City, like Frank Miller did Sin City, just really gritty, hard-boiled detective stuff, but it's not at all. It has a lot of heart. The characters you really feel for. It's really honestly depressing. It's like in these 2 issues that are out so far, there's been no action, there's been no shocking moments. It's just been like really somber and sad, and he's investigating these 2 kids' suicide, and because this guy and his best friend committed suicide, their mothers are paying him to look into it because they think there's something more going on with it, and so far nothing is, which is something I find really interesting in a comic book. Usually comic books try to get snippety quick to what's going on, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's nothing behind this, and we realized they were just two depressed people. And just really sad, really somber, awesome cover. The artwork, the interior artwork is great. I still like the cover artist so far more, but it definitely is good for the story. Definitely not a feel-good book, but if you like comics with a little bit more substance and something pretty unique, in my opinion, I would definitely recommend picking this up. So guys, that's it for my pull list video. I've picked up both of these, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. I would recommend The Creep over The Rocketeer. You do not need to have issue 0 to read this, by the way. I'd still recommend picking it up because the cover's awesome and the story's good. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this this addition to the Mellow Modesty video catalog. I look forward to hearing what you guys have picked up and all that stuff. So, talk to you later. Mellow Modesty out.